Hello, everybody. How's it going? This is Jong again, hosting another session of iiRcade Facebook Live. Finally, happy Friday. Thank God it's Friday. Again, here at iiRcade, it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. But at least it's Friday, right? So very happy. It is a very happy day. Um, That's happened since our last session. Personally, I mean, we in our house we have a little turtle tank, and I finally cleaned my turtle tank. It's been a while. I've been too busy. I use that as my excuse, but clean my turtle tank, and it's very clean. My turtles are happy. My son's got a lizard. He's been whining for that for a while, so he's very happy. We're very animal friendly, so we love animals. Um, and then last night, in Chicago here, it rained very heavily. Mark probably knows, but it rained very heavily, and it was like pretty much flooded everywhere. And water was coming out to my basement dungeon, and I was pumping out water and things like that. And um, last things happened, but got it done, and now everything's fine. Thankfully, water didn't get to my device. So I'm very happy. Also, in order to get hopefully better sound, I have a different setup now. You can see boom mic back in the back right behind me, right in front of me. I'm no longer using my computer's laptop's camera anymore. I have another phone hooked up to a stand and a different microphone, things like that. So hopefully, I'm hoping that sound will be better. Um, Praying. Oh, I see some people joined. Hello, everybody. Hello, Daniel. Happy Friday, my friend. Happy Friday. Hey, Ed, how are you? Um, hey, Jim, how are you? Uh-oh. I wonder what's not cool. Uh, this is so cool now. Hello, Guillermo. How are you? Thanks for joining. Daniel, how are you? Thanks for joining. Um, Thank you, everybody. Hey, Wayne, how are you? Very nice to see you. Oh my God, now you guys are making me very happy. Very nice to see you. Um, oh, the water. Oh, Jim, thank you so much. Yeah, it was horrible. This happened to me once before, and I was about to get on a plane to go to Korea for our business, and about 2 hours before my basement was about 3 hours before my basement was getting flooded. So I was cleaning my basement, and nobody was here at the time. My family were all in Korea back then. So so I'm pumping out water, and I barely made it to the airport, and I was able to go to Korea and I meet my family and get my meeting done and everything. So that was scary, but yesterday at least I didn't have to go on a flight, so I'm pretty happy. Thank you. Hello, everybody. Nacho Libre, how are you? Ed, happy Friday. Oh, Bobby, thank you so much for joining. Appreciate it. All right. We have a good session today. Um, I have four games to show you. Oh, Patrick, thanks for joining. How are you, my friend? Thank you for joining. I have a different setup. I'm hoping that I'm sounding better today. If let me know if there's any issue, then I'll go about trying something else. But I'm hoping that my computer was potentially the cause of my sound. I've upgraded pretty much everything else so that this is better. So let's see if my theory is true. um, Today, I got four games to show you. But before I get into that, I was thinking, I thought it'd be pretty fun if we showed you our offices, IRCade offices. For the heck of it, I know that some people were asking, and many people were, and some people still had some questions and things like that. So I'm like, why not show our offices? So we'll take a quick moment. I'll show you some pictures. Obviously, right now I'm Corona quarantined. I'm stuck in my dungeon, but yes, I do have an office. So I'll give you some information. Hey guys, how's it going? Oh, thank you, Nacho Libre. Appreciate it. Steve, howdy. Thanks for joining. Oh, Daniel, am I? Oh, I'm so glad. Thank you so much. I've been so worried, sick about this, and I couldn't sleep and everything. So I'm so glad. I'm hoping that at about 30-minute mark is when I'm sort of seeing that degradation happens. So pray to God, I hope that that doesn't happen. um, all right, let me show you some of his. Hey, Mark, how are you, my friend? Uh, did you? I hope you survived the flood yesterday, Mark. He's my neighbor, but not neighbor, but he's living close to me. So he's probably also experienced the flood as well, right, Mark? Glad that we're over with that. But anyway, so give you a little bit of information about iiRcade and company in general. Just figured you guys may be interested. Maybe not, but I'll go quick. So we have offices and people in US. Obviously, we're headquartered here in Chicago, and we have another office in California, and we have some people in California, some in north and southern part, sort of spread apart. We're responsible for business here in the United States, and also some development as well. And then we have an office in Korea, obviously. We have a development office there as well as our factory, and then we also have an office in India. Um, yeah, that's it. And we do some development in India as well. So we're pretty international. We're not so small. We're pretty okay. We're good size. But I think important thing is that we have the right people. Everybody's gamer. That was like my number one criteria. So everybody's gamer. They're crazy about games, and also everybody's extremely experienced and have been doing this for a very long time. So they're very experienced in development and things like that. Our factory is also amazing as well. And I'll show you this in a second. So first of all, these pictures were taken when I first moved in, so they may look clean, but I'm not a I'm not too clean guy myself, so it's much messier now. But here it is. Let's see how do that. Okay, so that's my office. Before quarantine, it's still there, waiting for me to come. But this is before we got the new machine, so you can see how old this picture is. Um, and we have a meeting room picture right there. Let me see if I have the other picture. So that's our meeting room. Pretty good view. I like it. It gives us good vibe when we hold meetings and things like that. So it's not bad. It's one of our guys. He's one of our testers, and I was sort of surprised I was taking picture. But yeah, he's one of our testers working with us right now. Young guy, but awesome gamer, very very smart. So he's here with me in Chicago. And let me show you some pictures of our offices in Korea. Now, I got these pictures a long time ago as well, and I just thought of this idea right before we started. So, fortunately, these are the only pictures that I have, but I hope these are sufficient. Yeah, right. He was pretty surprised. Um, oh, thank you, Mark. Yeah, I like my office. It's small, but it's quiet, and I can get work done, so that's good. So this is our Korea office. Um, it's pretty well decorated. People come by. Some people have heard of us over there. It's pretty surprising. I don't know how, but they come by, and I hear that some people take photos, like when right Hollywood stars they take photos in this kind of background and things. So kind of surprised to hear that. But anyway, this is our Korea office. Korea office inside looks like. Where is that? Uh, Sorry, I got a lot of pictures open for you here. Oh, here we go. Looks like this. It's pretty good size. And we have two locations of these size. It's actually it's a little bigger, but pictures cut off. But we got meeting rooms inside there, and we got people lined up working, and there's a lot of good communication happening because of the way that office is laid out. And the other office actually contains devices lined up, and we do a lot of testing and playing games and things like that. That's the heaven, that as our team members call it, because you go in there, you hear all these great game sounds, and you get to play games. And they're like, "Oh my God, I'm getting paid to play games. Awesome!" So that's our Korean office. Outside looks like this. Oh, what I do? Sorry for that. Outside looks like that. So it's not bad. It's right in front of a train station, so communication is pretty easy and things. So people like it. In Korea, transportation is very important. Uh, Let me see. Where's my picture of our factory? Oh, my pictures of my factory went away for some reason. I'll try to see if I can get those back up. I want to show you a factory. Factory is actually very, very nice. Let me see a couple other pictures from my office. This was when we first got our hands on the new model directly from our factory in Korea. And my guy, the picture that I showed you a picture of, he and I were staying late and we're building this thing in our meeting room, and we're like, "Oh my God, this is dope! This is awesome!" And we're building this. We're taking pictures. We're so happy, and that was the day. Um, One more thing that I'll show you here um, is our box size. Oops. So this is a box that iiRcade came in. I think this is just by looking at that, this is a bigger size. This is probably the stand. The bar top box is smaller than this, and you can see how small the packages are. It's pretty light as well. Um, I've been traveling with these. It's about not too heavy, about 40 pounds, 42 pounds ish. So it's been pretty nice. Let, let me try to see if I can get my factory picture up. I just want to show it to you real quickly. If you can give me a second, my apologies for that. I'll go quick, simple picture. So this is one of the pictures that they sent me when they developed the unit. It's actually very, very big. We got this the picture in the factory picture in here. It doesn't look too much of a bad size. It looks pretty big, but it's actually much bigger. And we have about 5 to 6 different rooms like this. So, and in the background, you can see the units. These are not iiRcades. These are actually very, very premium casino machine units that they have built, and very, very expensive ones, right? And everything is handmade. So these guys are making all this by hand. Of course, they're not cutting the wood and everything by hand. They're using tools for that, but otherwise, they're making these in hand. And these guys are really amazing. And these guys are utilizing the exactly same methodology that they use to build these premium arcade machines or casino machines and things to make our device. And there's a lot of handwork. It's a lot of handwork that's going on to making our device. So I think that's one of the reasons why our quality is really good. Again, when I first saw it, I was very surprised about the quality. And there's a lot of that work that goes in here. I mean, great quality materials. I mean, top quality wood. A lot of great work. Over 30 years of experiences in making these. So these guys have a lot of experiences in making it. And again, these people are doing a lot of these by hand themselves. Over 30 years of experience doing it. So when I'm looking at this, I'm like, okay, this is where the quality is coming from. It's coming from people. My personal opinion, quality comes from people, and it's raised by people. So it's not machine. I think it's people. So this is where iiRcade's quality is coming from. Factory sort of looks like this. Again, much bigger than this. So I just wanted to show you real quickly. Now with that, let's go into some fun. And when I talk about fun, I mean playing games, right? So let's dive into it. Oh, before that, I'll just show you some other fun pictures that I found. You may have seen this before, but while I was trying to find our pictures, um, of factory and everything, I ran into these. Akon, he loves our product. He's like, oh my God, I need to have one when I'm launching. So he's sort of bugging me these days. We got Anthony Anderson. He's like, oh my God, I have several other pictures of him. Sorry, where he's going crazy playing our games. So he's a really fun guy to hang out with. Um, it's another person, Barry Sanders. One of my favorites actually. When I saw him, I'm like, oh my God, you are my hero. And he played our unit, and he's like, "Oh my God, you are my hero!" So so we became good together. He's a huge fan of our games, just like how huge of a fan I am of him. I think he's like one of the best football players ever, right? So so here's one. Some of you who may be in the 80s, 90s, looking for some nostalgic gaming play. Here's a guy that you may remember, Coolio. When it was the late 80s, early 90s, I was in high school. And I used to listen to his music all the time, right? I'm like, oh, Coolio. And I never dreamed that I would meet him in real life, but he really loves our game. And all these people that I'm showing you right now, they will be they're very looking forward to actually getting our product. So they're very excited. Anyway, I just ran into some pictures. I just wanted to show them to you before I get into gaming. So, playing games every single day may get a little boring, right? Not really. But I just wanted to have a little change and then go into gaming today. So, with that said, I am going to get into gaming. Oh, by the way, when I was playing Dead Effect 2, I told you about a heavyweight boxing champion of the world getting scared and jumping when he was playing. That's him. Ron Johnson. I think he has like four championship belts. He's currently the heavyweight champion of the world in heavy boxing, and he was scared of our games. So that effective. The one that the zombie shooting game. He was scared of that, and he loved it too. He loved it, and he's like, "Oh my God, this is dope." So that was good. But I just want to show you. Okay, let's get into some gaming. I'm looking for the right window. Um, Sorry, I'm right now. I'm the guy who's talking. I'm the guy who's doing the DJing. So it's a little slow. So my apologies. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Now, as usual, I'm gonna switch over to my um, my device. Hello, everybody. Can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. It's a new setup, so I want to make sure that it's working. So, can you hear me? Okay. Hello. Hello. Can you hear me? Hello. Oh, beautiful. Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate the confirmation. Now with that, let's get into some gaming. So as usual, real quickly, take 5 minutes to just quickly go over the product, just in case we have some new people joining. So this is iiRcade. As you can see, I'm gonna put it up a bit. We got 80 watts of powerful speaker there, dual speaker, stereo, and we got 19 inches of gorgeous display and the premium authentic arcade controllers here. So just to describe, let me get with the panel here first. The power button. puts it to sleep, wakes it up. If you hold it for 2 seconds, it powers it down. Press it again, powers it back up. Takes about 24 seconds to maximum 30 seconds, but usually when I measured it, it was 24 seconds to bring it up to this menu screen here, so you can get to playing right away. Next to it, we got P1 and P2 start buttons. We got coin button, and then of course we got the volume button. And I tend to put it in the lower category so that you can hear me talking. And then we have the menu and pause button. So here, if you press it during gameplay, it pauses. And if you press it again, it unpauses. If you hold them for 2 seconds, then it comes back to menu. And then right next to it, we have a small hole. This is 3.5 millimeter headset jack. So you can connect to it and utilize your headset so that you don't bother anybody at, I don't know, when you're playing at 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. like me. So you don't wake up your family. And then this is the menu. Again, 19 inches of gorgeous display. It actually looks much better than what you're seeing on the screen right now. I don't think internet technology is still not there to portray the exact real thing that I'm seeing live, right? That's right in front of me. But this is a menu. I'll go over this with you real quickly. So I'm connected to internet right now, right there. Recent shows you all the recent games that I've played, starting from the latest one. So Diver Boy was the latest one that I was playing today. Okay. And then here it shows you a list of all the games that I've installed on the device. So I have quite a few. And then these are all the genres of the games. So I have different genres here. And then of course you get the setting done. And each game has different pictures, as you can see. So that's pretty nice. And with that, I would like to introduce you to some of the games today. So today, as somebody brought up last time, they wanted to see some modern games, right? And some people brought up saying that, oh, I love retro games. So I was thinking, I'm go, great, maybe I'll go right in the middle, right? You know me, getting a little adventurous. I'll listen to people, but sometimes I'll put a twist to it. Sorry, drinking some water. So I'm gonna show you what I call it's a sort of a different genre. It's not really retro. It's not really modern. It's something that I call Newtro, Newtro. Newtro. Newtro means two things. Number one, it's Newtro is a genre that has retro stuff brought into modern era. So think of it like Back to the Future, right? Part two, Back to the Future Part two. And then you also have games in genre where you have games that are created today, but it looks like games from back in the 90s or 80s, right? Sort of Back to the Future Part 1. So today I'm going to make it a theme, a neutral theme. So I'm going to show you some samples of the games that we're bringing over in neutral genre in the both categories. So first one that I want to show you is called Stardash. Stardash is a very interesting game. It's got one button, right? Very simple. It's got extremely retro graphics, as you'll see in a second. It's very, very simple to play. Like I said last time, arcade should be all about very simple to get into, but very difficult to master. This is a great example game. So you can see in extremely retro, right? There's not even a color. It's grayscale. But if you play this, you'll see what I mean. The gameplay itself is very much like Super Mario, except there is no star. There is no firepower. It's just pure running and playing. There goes my skill. Let you listen to the music a little bit. I don't know if you can hear this, but one of the great things about this game is that the music is extremely addictive. The game plays very fast. I can kill those guys if I want. It's extremely smooth, right? One of the things that I really like about this game is that the game really focuses on the gameplay. Okay, right? very much Mario-like, but you don't have to worry about getting stars or anything. It's just run and jump and have fun. That's what it focuses on. What's sort of different? I won't say it's too much different, but and Mario's a super game, but this game has extremely good level design, and I mean extremely difficult level design. So, Super Mario is hard. Super Mario is hard, but when you get into it, you play it. I mean, you can solve it, right? This game, I mean, Super Mario, you can solve it. This game is very difficult. So it looks very simple, but one mistake, you're gone. There's no leniency here in this game, and that's one of the actually very addictive part of this game, right? Is that it's very difficult. It challenges you. It's all about skill. Uh, Focusing here right now. It's all about skill, right? What you see right now here is me with a lot of practice because this game is also extremely addictive. Let me just put one more level. Extremely addictive. And once I start playing, when I press the start button, it doesn't finish until I don't know, I play for like an hour or so because right, it really gets you mad. You get to this level and you're jumping here. I thought I killed this guy and he comes back and he kills me. Um, Sorry, I'm focusing a little bit here. And the levels are quick, um, very difficult but quick, and gets to the next level. So this also falls into the category. But this game also falls in the category of solving levels with your skills, which means this part's really hard. So, and as soon as you die, this game puts you right back into it. Yeah, that guy explodes. I think that's not good. People getting killed. But this game, you have to, but because when you die, it just brings you right back. You just have to say, hey, I gotta go one more round. I can beat this guy, right? And then when you're playing, you die again, and you go, I can beat this guy, so I do this again. By the time this keeps on going, and you realize it's like 2 hours. So this game is one of those very addictive games that sort of got me really hooked. And the game itself is a 2011 game. The publisher, the developer he's an amazing guy, right? His name is Pascal, and I got to know him really well. Very strange thing. He's a woman company, and he's very indie, but he's very popular. He's got many games, and many of his games are also coming to iiRcade. I'll be showing you some of those as days go by. But his games are amazing. One great thing about him is that he's got really good, great level design talents, right? So if you look at his games, the level designs are amazing. The music is incredibly addictive. So something like this, very retro, but it gets you into it. This game itself was remastered in 2018, and for iiRcade, he customized it for us so that it fits really well as an arcade game. So here it is. Stardash was our first game. Now let me get into our second game. Second game is also made by Pascal. This is one of the latest games that he published. This came out in April of 2020. If you remember back then, one of his favorite games was a game called Snake. So many of you probably know what Snake game looks like. It's a long snake that you're moving and you're not allowed to touch your tail when you're moving. And this game is a variation of that. Basically, you're a soldier and you're getting orders and you're rescuing people. And as you rescue people, there's a line that keeps on growing. And and then you're not allowed to touch your sort of a tail end of the line. So it's actually very difficult than what it sounds. And another game that basically is easy to get into, difficult to play. So with that, let's get into it. Now, great thing about this game is there's no button either. It's just joystick. So it's very simple to play, very simple to get into, and very addictive music. I've been playing this before, but oh, sorry. Oh, actually, you can just get this game.
On my way, orders received. Affirmative.
Those are my goals. And
Affirmative. On my way, orders received. Yes, sir.
So there's one guy.
Yes, sir.
Oh, maybe there was a bad guy.
On my way, affirmative. Yes, sir. On my way.
The bad guy.
Yes, sir.
See the line?
Orders received. You got it.
Oh, this is a
Affirmative. You got it. Orders received. Yes, sir.
The great thing is the levels are very random, right?
Yes, sir.
So every time you play, the levels are different. The first level, this is my first time seeing this level. So here's a lot of levels in this game.
Orders received.
It's very difficult. I'll try
yes,
one more time.
Affirmative. 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 Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You got it. On my way.
I've not seen this level before, so
you got it. Affirmative. You got it.
If I gotta move without touching my tail,
on my way. Orders received. You got it.
Okay,
yes, sir. On my way. You got it.
And there are levels
on
where
my way.
You're supposed to say
you got it.
Our soldiers, like Rambo.
Yes, sir.
And I think this is a level where
you
I need to kill those bad guys, and I didn't realize this. First time seeing this level,
on my way.
What great thing about this game is that
yes,
the levels are
on
very
my way.
random.
On my way.
So I've never seen this level before. So you never know what to expect.
Yes, sir.
One more round.
Orders received. Affirmative. Yes, sir. On my way.
No buttons.
On my way. Yes, sir. Affirmative. You got it. Yes, sir.
And I gotta do this without touching the
yes,
tail.
sir. On my way. Orders received. Affirmative. Yes, sir.
See. Anyway, that was Snake War. The first two games that I showed you were examples of modern games that were recently developed that has a retro feel. And Pascal is a master at that. So you'll be seeing a lot more of his games on iiRcade. Some of the other games that I'm saving for later are amazing. It's really, really addictive. And you'll see what I mean when I trick you. All right, next two games are on the other category. The first game that I was to show you is a retro game from back in 1989 that has been sort of resurrected and brought to modern day life with modern day graphics. Just an example of pause button. And the game is called Pong Adventure. You may have recognized this game graphics before. This game is called Buster Brothers in the United States. It was a very popular game. It's a game where these round bubble-like aliens are coming, and you have to destroy these bubbles to save the world. And you're relying on these two Pong brothers to make this happen. As you can see, the graphics are very modern. This game is a 1989 game that was remastered to fit the taste of the graphics and everything brought to today. So you get to pick between one of the two characters. I like the red guy. I've been playing this for a while. So. By the way, the rating thing, I've never seen that before. First time seeing it, so I'll make sure that that does not happen. It's not supposed to happen. But anyway, do you remember this game? Good timing music, easy to get into, very arcadey, oh, but difficult, as you can see. I think there are many different kinds of games in the world, and this is one of them. Just like the others, they're sort of easy to get into. You gotta play a lot to master. And this game, I've been playing a lot since I was young. And as you can see, still I'm having trouble. And I know what you guys are gonna say. It's the age, John. It may be, but I am trying to prove to you that I am still Asia. um, see, there you go. There you go. First round passed. Let me do a couple more rounds because it's different. Second round now has weapons. So I got a gun. I got lots of guns. That's a lot more guns. Oh my god. Right. Again, just to see, watch my hands because I wanted to show you the responsiveness of the controls, which we're very proud of. The joystick is very responsive. As soon as I press, it happens. Buttons as well. As soon as we press, it happens. And these are happening because we paid a lot of close attention to it, right? We had professional gamers play with our device, and until they say yes, we're gonna continue doing it and improve. And we got a yes from them. They said, "Oh my God, this is the exact experience that we need." And these guys are the people who know how to tell a millisecond lag, right? So very great, very good eyes, very good hand coordination with the eyes. They're professional gamers, right? And we got an approval from them. They're very impressed by what we have. So I'm very happy. And I'm also very happy that I solved three levels in a row quickly, and after the bad first round of pounds. So there was pound. Now last game that I'm about to show you. It's a pretty big one. So I'm gonna show you a video first, if I may. 1 second, please. By the way, this is one of my favorite games from the youth. So I'll show it to you. All right, everybody. Let me set up my volume. Can anybody guess what the game was? Uh, Pretty quiet. This game was also made in 1989. Can you guys hear me okay, by the way? Hello, is my audio okay? Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me okay? Hello? Can you hear me okay? Oh, great, thank you. Um, okay, great, thank you. That game was called Wonder Boy. Wonder Boy was also a 1989 game. I believe that game was on one of the Sega Master Systems or Genesis. It was a pretty popular game back then. It screwed. It started as Sega Master System, and it's got many different generations of it. The one that you just saw was Wonder Boy 3, a Dragon's Trap. Dragon's Trap was a pretty good one. And what's happening here is that Dragon's Trap was Newtro. There's a new word, right? Um, so here it is. I wanted to show you real quickly. 1989 version of Wonder Boy uh, transformed into a 2000, like the modern version, I should say. So from a graphic wise, it changed dramatically, right? It's got became a cartoon style, very cartoony style, very 21st century like, with great music too. We can hear. Right, this so great storyline. They're trying to kill this dragon. As you can see, it became a very cartoony like game. Uh, Good responsive graphics. The If you play this game under an arcade situation, oh my god, it's an amazing arcade game. You can jump, you can use sword. Got a lot of life there. So you guys can see the cartoony graphics here, right? Let me show you something really cool. I go here, I go to option. When we're going to make this into a one button action, I can turn it into retro graphics. It's the one that you just saw, right? So you can have the retro experience. Or you can also change the music to the retro music that you just heard. So I thought that was really cool about this game. You can bring the retro experience that you remember, or change it into a modern game like this and make it extremely cartoony. The game, when you do this, is extremely awesome. And show you some gameplay. And by the way, one of the things that I find this game to be really cool is that it's sort of a action platform game, and at the same time, uh, sort of an adventure game as well, right? Sort of an RPG-ish, and I'll show you why, and you'll see this in a second. So here you have to take the right route. If you don't take the right route, you go back to the beginning. So you have to find a way, and it took me some good amount of practice to find out the right path. And I love this cartoonish graphics games. I don't know why. Maybe there's a good kid in me, a child in me still, but these cartoon graphics they just amaze me all the time. Okay. Now if I take this path, now we see that the paths are different. They look different. The door that I need to get out was just locked, as I saw. So I'm going left to see if I can find the key. This castle dungeon itself looks better than my dungeon that I'm in right now. Um, that's the bats. There's a door. Once I get in there, there is a mecha dragon. I think it's one. He should be one of the main bosses. But we get to face him early. When I first played this game, I mean, this guy kept on crushing me, and he was like impossible to beat. So if you remember those Japanese games, right? Especially back then, you gotta find out the patterns of how to beat these bad guys, the bosses, and that's exactly what I figured out with this game. If you find out the patterns, and I am right now not able to execute that really well, but gotta hit his face and run back. There it goes. Now here's the other cool thing too. This guy, Wonder Boy, transforms into a dragon now. So I just killed the dragon. Now I became a dragon. Now the castle is on fire, and I must get the keys and get out of here. Oh, there's my heart. I want hearts. There you go. All right, next week. Looks pretty warm in here. Now there's a key. So I use this key to get inside the door, and there are bricks falling on my head right now. And those are pretty difficult to get. Oh my god. Alright. So even though those bricks are pretty frustrating, I love this cartoony graphics. I love realistic graphics and everything too, but these cartoon graphics always amaze me. I think one of the reasons is because when I was a kid, I was always like, oh my god, if they made games in cartoon style, they would be really cool. And now that has become a real thing. So it's sort of like my childhood dream come true, sort of, right? But technology. How can you make a game this cartoony awesome? Yeah, that always amazes me. Always. Now I just got escaped the castle, and there's a little cutscene coming here. And after this, you will see that I'll be going into a village. Now, once I'm in village, this is where the RPG part takes place, and you talk to people, you get your items, and you go on the adventure. As you can see, I just passed the pre-portion of the game, and the adventure really starts now. As you can see, you can go into the houses and things. To and there's the other part of the village, by the way. So very cartoony. And here I can get my shots. Let me cure myself. I think I'm cured. And things. So here it is. That was Wonder Boy Dragon Trap. This is also coming to iiRcade. Hope you enjoyed it. Now let me switch back to my PC so that we can I can look at some questions. There it is. Can you hear me okay? Sorry, just trying to get confirmation. If you can let me know. The audio is good. Let's see. I'm just going up to see, look at some of the questions. Yeah, I don't think my tool here is able to go all the way. So I think I'm missing some of the questions, but let me start at where I can. By the way, let me know if audio is okay. Oh, great. Thank you, Tim. Appreciate it. By the way, Tim, thanks for joining. Welcome. So glad to have you here. I'll just go through some of the questions. Sean, when is the pre-launch? Thanks for the question. It's coming soon. We're actually preparing for, you probably heard that we're going to be doing Kickstarter so that we can bring our product at the cheapest price we can. We're in preparation phase right now. We're actually, I'll just be very open with you, right? You guys are family. We're trying to shoot the Kickstarter video, and everything's locked down right now because of quarantine. So that's one of the things that's sort of hindering us right now. But we're trying to work that. We have a great team who's going to be filming this, so we should have a great film that will be available soon. We have everything ready. We just need to be able to film it, and Unfortunately, like, we're trying to film this in LA, and everything is locked down in LA right now. So we're trying to find some good ways to get to this. Other than that, we're also trying to come up with the Kickstarter strategies and things, and